Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Watch Pals. My name's Chris. This week we watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But first, I want to introduce panel of pals. And I want to know, since it is the month of November, which is Men's Health Month.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I guess it is.
Jeff, you're here. Did you check yourself recently, making sure you're okay down there?
Yeah, I mean, looks fine to me.
Good. Great to hear it. Brian, you're here. Have you checked yourself recently?
I check myself even when I don't need to.
Good. That's
great.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
And Jordan, you're here. Have you checked yourself recently?
I'm checking myself right now.
Good. And out there, everybody listening in Watchland, please make sure you check yourself. Be healthy. Go see your doctor.
Don't
Chris.
wreck yourself.
Yes.
Have you checked yourself?
Every day and night.
Every day. I have a little anecdote here. Chris, at one point, we would twap him so much that he said his doctor said he wasn't allowed to be twapped anymore, which is a total lie.
Is that what you call it?
No, it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
One of my things was higher than the other.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
No,
I got
pulled
worried
one
for a
of them.
second. I was like, wait, what?
No, I pulled one. I literally pulled one of them. Actually, it was from
Listen.
hockey, but it was I did pull one of them once. The thing that holds the one.
And he's like, well, tell your friends to stop hitting you in the balls. Doctor's orders.
Yeah. Well, no, he was like, you got to
Tell
stop
your
playing
friends.
hockey like that. You're doing something wrong. So, anyway, I'm good. I checked myself, and I want everybody out there to be healthy. So check yourself, check your friends, check your enemies. If they're okay with it, obviously ask first.
Yeah, don't
All right.
check
Your
people
enemies.
unless they're cool with it.
Yeah. We check each other when we're together.
Go up to strangers just like, hey, man.
Hey, man, that's looking pretty good.
Free checks over here.
Free
Right
checks.
away
From my boss!
Jordan, you're going to drive the ship this week.
Yes.
What do you got
So-
for us?
We're doing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This is technically a Thanksgiving movie. I mean, it takes place around Thanksgiving, but it's not like Thanksgiving focus. But there's
related.
that. Yeah, it's related. But there's always
Yeah.
that question that I hear every year, like, what's your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving?
Oh.
This might be kind of played out. So, but I got another question I'm going to ask you guys after this. So,
Okay, Jordan, go first.
mine, I think, is actually green bean casserole.
Ooh, gross.
Never had it. Yeah. I like green beans. I don't think I've ever had a
I
casserole.
do too, but not in casserole form. I just can't do it.
What's a casserole? What clarifies or what counts
It's
as
like
a casserole?
dish. It's like it's
Yeah,
pile
they,
all in there.
Put it in an oven, they bake it, make it worse.
Just cheese, I guess.
They make a
No.
layer on top of
Like
it. Yeah.
bread
like-
in it.
Cream of mushroom soup, green beans, and then like do like fried onions on top. I never thought I'd like it, but it's become my favorite. Stuffing was always my favorite, but like I've come to like the green bean casserole.
Stuffing's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is probably stuffing. I think it's just easily the best. But I'll tell you this: for a couple years, I mean, I don't know. I guess so. I have obviously food problems. You guys know this. I've probably mentioned it before. I can't eat a lot of stuff. My wife, for probably 3 years, she would cook my meal separately because when we go to family's house, I don't want to make them not have to have good stuff to eat, like dairy and stuff. So she would cook mine separately. And she was using a special type of butter that was called, I can't believe it's not butter, but it actually is butter and there is milk in it. And she was using it for years and didn't know and just making me sick every year. I was just getting real
Right.
sick. So
Secretly trying to take
yeah,
you
but
out.
stuffing, I would say stuffing. It's delicious. You can have it any time of the year. It's just so good.
I mean, all right, I'm going to go next, but I can't believe mashed potatoes hasn't been mentioned. All-time classic every time of year, but
Yeah, I think
particularly on
mashed potatoes is
Thanksgiving.
like delicious all the time.
Yeah, so can't beat that one. I will say I'm one of those weird people that has a soft spot for the the gelatinous cranberry can.
Yeah. I'm with
It's
you.
good.
Yeah, I
I get
agree
it.
with
It's
you.
a little weird, but I don't know. We grew up with it. It's just something I always expect to have. So
Do you put corn in your mashed potatoes? Do you like that?
yeah, or the
yeah,
peas or green beans.
I just mixed
yeah.
all of it in there.
Yeah.
Soaks
Smorgasbord.
everything up.
Brian, what about you?
Candied yams.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Those things are amazing, especially if like if somebody overdoes them and like puts a lot of like brown sugar and stuff in there.
Marshmallows?
Yeah. Oh my god, fantastic.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, you're
never
right.
been into the yams, but I know people love them.
They are delicious, actually. But I still like stuffing. Thank you, Jordan. That was a great walk down Thanksgiving Lane.
Thanksgiving Lane.
Speaking of stuffing, I don't know.
Wait,
if you were to die, if you were to die, and were taxidermied, like stuffed, how would you want to be like presented?
We talked about this on the Serious Pals once.
Oh yeah, we did. That's
like
right.
Like what, pose or something?
Yeah. If you could be like posed a certain way, how would you?
Man.
So here, I'll go first, so you see where we're going with this, or where Jordan's going with this. I want to be. I want to be not buried when I die. I want to be stuffed and stood in the corner of my grandchildren's like bathroom, my children and grandchildren, and just looking right at them when they're pooping. And like I'm holding, my fingers are such that I'm like the toilet paper holder. So I just like, I'm always watching them, just straight in the eyes. That's what I want to be when I die.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I got one. That's interesting. I got one. Put me in an arcade, and in each of my hands is tokens for the kids, but they have to come up to my hands and take them. So I'm still helping the kids play free games, but they have to take them from my creep taxidermy body.
Is it something we can load like in the back and like put more in when you run out? And they just want to like shake your hand and it comes out.
Yeah, just put a hole in the back of my head and just slot coins until they drop out my hands.
So whenever you push your, they shake your hand, they come out your mouth, like your hand opens.
Or
your
either
mouth
way,
opens up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or my,
He's like a piggy bank.
Yeah.
It's like a piggy.
I like that both of yours involve children interacting with you.
Well, if I'm going to scare somebody, it's going to be some kids.
If I'm going to be stuffed, I'm going to be around some kids.
If I'm going to be stuffed, yeah, okay. Good God. I don't want that to happen, but since I'm answering the question, I'd probably just want to be in a permanent DX chop forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone can suck it always.
Eternal.
Oh, it's like on your tombstone. It says that, like, suck it always.
Suck it forever.
Suck it, ... always.
What about you, Jordan?
I think I'd want to be in that like classic Burt Reynolds pose where he's like in front of he's just like
On the bearskin rug.
yeah. It's a hand on his head, just like sprawled out.
Yeah.
Or a Costanza, even.
Oh yeah.
Would you be wearing clothes? Or would everything be stuffed?
Everything would be stuffed.
Yeah, just stuff it.
Altercations would be made too.
Okay.
Post stuffings.
Good God.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks. That was even better.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, Jordan, what was it? What was that thing you guys? We talked about this before, but what did your family do on? Was it Thanksgiving or Christmas?
I think it was Christmas. We watched Cops.
Yeah, that's your tradition.
Cops marathon.
That's sweet.
We watch people be unfortunately in unfortunate situations. It's great.
Yeah, but it was a lot of times. Well, no, I'm not. It was sometimes their own fault, but it was also like we also had like we did it, but we kept doing it because like why are we doing this on Christmas of all?
Yeah,
But it just became a thing. Like we had to do it. We just had to do it.
so
one
funny.
time on the holidays, my uncle would come and he'd be all like tuned up on the like I think it was Christmas, and he'd be like, put on the Warcraft episode of South Park again. So that became a tradition. Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to get into the recap of planes and trains and automobiles.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a 1987 road trip comedy movie written and directed by John Hughes of 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Weird Science, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. All classics.
Yep, all classics.
Yep. It starred Steve Martin and the late, great John Candy. It was considered a bit of a gamble at the time for Hughes to do this because it wasn't a teen movie. All of his other movies are like kind of focused around teens and stuff like that. So it was considered a gamble, but it ended up like paying off because it's, I think, pretty well received, and it did pretty well in the box office. Also, in the I think it was the past few years, they found another 60 minutes of the movie.
60 minutes?
That was originally cut. They're going through like his estate, and they found it, and they put some of it online. And I like looked up what they were. It just there's like a scene with a pizza delivery guy that they kind of like it's a throwaway in the movie. Some other stuff, I guess, in the movie. Originally, the movie when he wrote the movie was supposed to be like 3.5 hours long.
Cool. Man.
Wow.
And the whole like there's be like his wife thought he's like cheating on him. That's just why at the end of the movie, like she's very like she's like crying when she sees him because she's the original part of the original plot was like she thought when Steve Martin's character was traveling. She thought he was like having an affair and stuff like that.
Didn't she like hint at that?
Yeah,
in the
she
movie?
definitely
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, they definitely did. So there's some things you can tell, like, oh yeah, I could see them kind of cutting some certain things out of this. And apparently this is based off of a real life thing that happened to John Hughes when he was trying to get home to his hometown of Chicago. He got a flight delayed and took like a 5-day detour just to get back home. So it's like loosely based on his own experience.
Have you guys has that ever happened to you? We got like seriously derailed from like your travel plans?
I got stranded for a day because we were in Seattle and the president was in when we were leaving, so our flight got like delayed or canceled or something. We had to stay there the whole day.
Oh, it sucks. Traveling's the worst. It's
One time, I nothing too crazy, but when we were touring in our band, the van broke. We were just talking about this story the other day. I may as well talk about it now. Brian wasn't in the band at this point.
No,
he had quit and then comes back later. We're touring and I forget exactly where we break down, but we have this trailer. We have to kind of just like leave it there. And luckily, our friend's dad was kind of close to where we were at. We were also luckily on our way home. And he hitches the trailer. We get in another car, so I'm behind him. And we were stranded for a couple hours at this point. And as we're driving, it's nighttime, and the trailer wasn't hitched right. And it came loose, and we saw like just Back to the Future sparks just like fly over top. I was like, oh, and it was like crazy to see. And I was like, ah. And luckily, our friend's dad had like the wherewithal to just slow down and like let it like bump his bumper and not like tip over. We're like, oh my God, this could have been horrible. So that's the only time I was really stranded, but it wasn't longer than 6 or 7 hours.
Jordan, you've been a world traveler though. Have you been ever? You've been all over the place. Have you ever had problems doing that? On your world tour?
Jordan's world tour.
There were. So on a trip my dad took me and my siblings on, we were supposed to go to Bangkok. And then like, I think it was like not very long before we left, there was like a coup by the military trying to overthrow the government. So we're like, yeah, we can't go there. So we kind of had to like change our plans. But then on the way back on that same trip, at this point we'd been gone for 3 weeks. On the way back, we got on the plane. We're in LA. Got on the plane. We're supposed to fly to LA. Got on the plane, like the door wouldn't close, so we had to get off. And at that point, I'm like loopy just from travel, like losing my mind because like constantly changing time zones, not sleeping very well. But that was it. I've never been stranded anywhere or anything like that. I've been very fortunate. So yeah.
So back to the movie.
Yeah. So apparently they are supposed to do there's been 2 remakes. They're supposed to do one with Will Smith and Kevin Hart of this movie, and then one with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler.
Well, those sound like horrible ideas.
Yeah, I don't want to see either of those.
Don't do either of those, please.
They should do Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Chris Rock,
That'd be a good
yes,
one.
thank you. Yeah. Good. Nice.
All right. So we start out in New York City. It's 2 days before Thanksgiving. In the U.S., United States. So Thanksgiving, I don't know if people are familiar with this around the world. It's just a holiday we celebrate. We give thanks to
Turkeys.
things we've done in the past.
Things we've done in the past.
Things that have happened in this country in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little sketchy, some sketch, you know.
We think about the past.
If you're Canadian, it's obviously different than they have Thanksgiving. It's a different time of year. Anyways, we're introduced to Neil. He's played by Steve Martin. He's a marketing exec, along with others, are showing a possible ad for a cosmetics campaign to some head honcho. I don't know if it's their boss or the boss of like whoever their marketing team's working for this current time. Anyways, he's anxious to get home because he has 6 o'clock flight to Chicago. He's pressed for time. I think at the time it's like 4:45, and he promises his wife he'll be home by 6. But this exec guy's taking a sweet time looking at the mock-ups that they made. It ends up being all for nothing because the exec guy decides to wait until after the holidays to make a decision about like the mock-up, the campaign they decided to go with.
Does that happen to you, Jeff?
Happens all the time.
I was going to ask you that. Okay.
It's just like, yeah, hey, we want to rush and get this done. Oh my God. Oh, well, we're all in vacation mode. See you later.
Yeah. So yeah, he was there basically for nothing. So it's, kind of annoying for him. As Neil is leaving for work, his buddy John tells him there's no way he'll catch a cab in time to make his flight because it's rush hour. He's in New York. There's no way he can catch a cab in time to get to the airport. It turns out John was right. It's next to impossible for Neil to hail a cab because he's so busy. He tries to get one last cab, and he goes in a race to get this cab against a young Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, which I thought he was going to be. So I'd never seen this before, and I thought for sure he was going to be in it more, and he's not.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, I thought he wasn't in this.
What a waste of bacon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of small cameos from people in this movie, which I like.
Yeah.
And he's one of them. So, yeah, he races after to get this cab against Kevin Bacon's character, but he falls over a large trunk and almost gets hit by the car in the process. And I say trunk, I mean like a travel trunk kind of thing, like a chest.
Foot Locker or something.
Old school trunk.
Yeah.
Not an elephant trunk.
Almost like a treasure chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Treasure chest.
Treasure.
Neil comes across a guy hailing a cab, and Neil offers this guy cash for this cab. Do you guys know? You guys recognize this guy?
I've seen him before.
Nope.
Where is he from?
He was in an episode of Chappelle's Show,
Okay.
and then he was also in Die Hard 3.
Oh, that's that. He was one of the guys working with Hans. Yeah.
Yeah, he like
Hans Gruber.
I think he has like the big metal chain. He's like beating the crap out of
or Simon.
Bruce Willis.
Simon
Yeah.
Gruber. Yeah, that's right.
So anyways, while the two discuss like they're haggling over the price of Neil being able to get the cab out of this guy, someone jumps in the cab instead. We see the massive trunk go in the back of the cab. And this is the trunk that Neil tripped over previously. So the cab takes off. Neil runs after it. And as the cab's at a light, Neil opens the door. He's like, hey, you stole my cab. And you see it's John Candy. He's just kind of like, oh.
Gives him a stare down.
gives
They're
him a
like,
look.
whoops.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that's it. You don't know who this guy is yet. Also, this movie's rated R.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, later it got a little.
Yeah. And you find out why
spicy.
later. Because
Yeah.
Steve Martin's character drops like 15 F-bombs in the span of like 2 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, where'd this come from? Is this rated R? I literally looked it up as soon as that happened.
So I saw this movie like plenty of times, like on HBO and TBS or whatever, back in like, I don't know, a long time ago. And it's, I guess they never had that part in the TV versions, even on HBO. I don't think I've ever seen that. But like even on HBO, I never saw that part. Like I've seen this movie on HBO before, but never seen that part. I don't know.
Chris has seen this. Jeff, you never seen this before?
I never saw this. Nope.
Brian, have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I'm the only one who hasn't seen it. Okay.
Oh, a little baby over there. Okay,
Can't
cute.
believe it.
That's adorable.
Raw dog baby.
Oh, raw
Yeah, I'm
baby.
going to tell you why. It always just looked boring to me. So. That's the premise. I was just like, I don't care about this.
This movie's like of a time that like, I don't know.
It
It's
is.
like
It
it's
is of
very
a time.
much like of that movie time,
Yep.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's just a John Hughes type of thing or whatever.
It
Maybe,
reminds
but
me
like-
of comedies at that time. I could see like not as crazy, but like a Coming to America, maybe like that kind of like
Yeah.
There's and I know there's been road trip movies before this, obviously, but like I think a lot of road trip movies since then have like kind of taken the same tropes from this movie. Like Tommy Boy, I think at one point totally rips off this movie. And I love that movie, don't get me wrong. I think it's a fantastic movie, but like I think there's a lot of similarities. Anyways, so Neil eventually gets to the airport. We find out his flight's been delayed due to a snowstorm. So he calls his wife Susan back home to tell her the news. You see that he has 3 kids and a family coming in for Thanksgiving.
His kids have the dumbest haircuts ever. His son.
He has a bowl cut.
It's the worst bowl cut ever.
That one kid's famous.
Is that Joey Lord, Joey Adams or
Joey
he's in
Lorden?
Blossom? That's Joey. He's
Lord
in
of
Blossom.
Joey's.
Joey Lawrence?
Was that Joey Lawrence? That wasn't Joey Lawrence, was it?
I think it was.
I thought
Or his
Blossom
brother.
was-
Young Joey Lawrence.
Or his brother who was in
Is
Boy
Joey
Meets
Lawrence the
World.
one that goes, whoa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Boy
you
Meets
mean
World.
like
One of those. It's one of those siblings.
Sean
I'm
from
looking.
Boy Meets World?
Sean was the brother.
One of those idiots.
One of those fucking idiots.
Oh, I love that shit.
It was Matthew Lawrence. It's his brother.
Okay.
That's I think that's the one that's in Boy Meets World.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he is later seasons.
Yeah. So back at the airport, we see Neil sitting across from Dell. This is the man who stole his cab, played by John Candy. Dell's reading a book called The Canadian Mounted.
Yeah.
It's like a romance novel. It's not a real book. It's just a prop, but like, so two things. It has since become a real book, but it's a trivia book based on the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's made an appearance in every single Deadpool movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is Canadian, John Candy's Canadian. So
That's funny.
Okay.
That's a nice little tie-in.
Yeah. So Neil calmly confronts Dell about stealing his cab. In the dialogue, we find out about their personalities. And they're basically just opposites. Neil seems cautious, uptight, but sensible, while Dell seems kind, positive, easygoing, but oblivious. He's not very self-aware, it seems like.
No.
Because Dell realizes he stole his cab, he tries to make amends, make it right. He's like, hey, I'll buy you a Slurpee, cigarettes, or something like that. He's just a very positive kind of guy, but again, oblivious.
It's a great mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On a flight, Neil gets bumped from first class. He's begrudgingly seated next to Dell and Coach, who we find out is a shower curtain salesman.
Great.
Shower rings.
Just the
Shower
rings.
curtain ring salesman. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Is that a real thing? Like, was that a real thing?
I mean, think.
No.
Probably in
I
the
don't think
80s,
so.
everything's for sale, right?
Yeah, but then when they travel for it.
Traveling with a briefcase.
Well, what are they
like,
going to do? Get it
here-
on? We're going to go online and buy
They
it?
can
Like, where do you
send a
get the
catalog.
stock from? But you got to still, you have a salesman that goes around and sells that everything. You know,
but
like it's probably not it's not one company though, but it's like he probably sells
They
lots of different stuff.
They clearly picked something goofy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. There's like he's a shower curtain ring salesman.
But I mean, salesmen were like, I mean, that's like,
they
Traveling
were everywhere.
salesman's
Yeah.
one thing, but shower curtain rings is a
Yeah.
fucking another.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
what if you had to be a salesman for something? What would you be a salesman for?
Man.
I would.
Drugs.
Drugs. Yeah, something that sells itself.
People
Something
always
that's
want
very
them.
successful. It's been over time.
I mean, salesmen make a lot of money nowadays. It seems like.
Yeah,
Like,
but you have to be like
Oh,
good
yeah,
at it. And
you gotta
it's
be good at
commission
it,
too.
yes.
I would just
so,
say
you know.
this: if a door-to-door salesman comes to my door, I say, "Get the fuck out of here."
Well, okay, but
Yeah.
if
Is
you
that
had
a
to be
thing?
a
Is that a-
salesman,
Is that a thing anymore? Daughters or
I would
salesmen?
never have
Yeah.
to be one.
They're selling solar panels and stuff door to door.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
true.
Yeah. Yeah, Dell, despite his acknowledging the annoyance of when someone doesn't know when to shut up, because Neil's like, I just want him to be left alone. He keeps talking incessantly despite that. And at one point, he even takes his shoes off, is like whipping around his like socks.
I know, gross.
Yeah. At one point, like you see, there's a delay at O'Hare in Chicago, the airport they're flying into. And there's like Dell and this guy next to Neil. Neil's right in between Dell and some other guy. They're both sleeping. Neil looks at Dell, and Dell like opens his eyes. He goes, $6. My right nut says we're not landing in Chicago.
Yep.
I love John Candy. All right, so the plane gets diverted to Wichita, Kansas due to the storm. So that's, for those who don't know, it's west of Chicago. Neil's wife, for some reason, doesn't understand how that's possible, like why the flight would get diverted. And I think this goes into like, she thinks he's lying about stuff and that possibility.
This is where that would have diverted into that
Yeah.
subplot. Yeah.
Yeah. The two of them realize there's no way for them to catch a flight out of Wichita.
wait, did you see the one thing about this scene is they show the snow the next day at his house, and there's like an inch of snow on the ground.
Yeah, right.
It's like insane how they.
Also, his house looks like the Home Alone house. Kind of. It's
Which
not.
it might. I mean, it was John Hughes, so it might be.
Yes, it's all set in the same city.
There were some theories
The
that like
Hughes-niverse.
John Candy's character was the same guy, or like a long lost brother in Home Alone.
Of
Oh,
the
really?
the polka guy.
I mean, yeah, I was because he's in
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Oh.
and he's similar.
he's like the kind of guy. Well, I just look at this guy in this movie, and he's like, man, this guy would be a good bowler. Like, just look at
Oh,
that
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
This
That's
guy
his life,
can
man.
fucking knock them pins down.
Hell
Wasn't
yeah.
he supposed to be a good bowler in Uncle Buck?
Yeah.
Was he? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they took him bowling.
Yeah, is Uncle Buck a John Hughes movie?
I think he wrote it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So the two realize there's no way of them catching a flight out of Wichita. Ben Steiner only shows up. He's like one of the persons behind a flight counter. He announces the cancellation. I don't know if you guys saw this, but behind him, rather than saying the flight is delayed or canceled, it says destination nowhere.
Never going to get out.
Yeah. Dell says we'll have better luck playing pickup sticks with their butt cheeks. They're catching a flight out of here. So good. So Del says a hotel manager in Wichita owes him a favor. And this happens as a kind of recurring theme. Like knows a lot of people. They could get him a room for the night. They take a kind of a shady cab ride to a motel.
Doobie,
that's right. He has like that
ride.
Tricked out taxi.
yeah,
There's all those naked
sick.
chicks on the top.
Taxi's sweet.
He's like smiling at him from the front seat too.
It's like a low rider. It has like the hydraulics. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So at the hotel while checking in, there's an accidental credit card swap that happens. You find out they have to share a room with only one bed. So not only that share a room, but it's only one bed in the room. And the room is kind of awkward. Del at one point says, "You want to take a shower?" And there's like this like thing of like, not with me, but like, do you need to take a shower to clean yourself?
As someone who's shared a bed with Jordan, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
We see that Del is a bit of a messy Bessie.
Yeah, he's a slob.
Makes himself at home.
He used all the towels and threw them on the floor in the bathroom. They're all wet. He left a beer on the vibrating bed, so they exploded.
Yeah.
Did you ever get one of those beds? Did you ever stay up somewhere with
No,
those?
I never had a quilting bed.
I have, but I never used it though.
What's the point of that? Is that a sex thing?
Yeah.
It's not a relaxation thing. I mean, yeah,
Like
but
a
yeah.
massage thing maybe.
Okay. I never understood it.
It's to help get your farts out, Chris.
Loosen
Okay.
you up.
Lay face
Oh,
down.
maybe that's what I'm missing.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
So
I'm gonna get one of those.
He left his beer on the bed, vibrating bread. Jeez, not
Vibrating
bread.
loaf of bread.
He's making bread.
Whoa, what's wrong with this bread?
Bread's a nightmare.
Somebody grab it.
I can't eat this sandwich. Ah!
He leaves the beer on the vibrating bed and it explodes. That's supposed to be a whole scene that they cut.
Oh, they cut that.
Yeah, it's part of like the 60-minute extra 60 minutes you can like watch. They do some quick cuts in and out of Neil's time in bed at night versus his wife Susan's. Neil's subjected to Del's weird habits as he tries to sleep, such as reading a book with a lighter.
Yes.
He's cracking his knuckle, clearing out sinuses. This prompts Neil to freak out. And at one point, as Neil's freaking out, Del says, "Geez, if your kid spills his milk, what do? Slap him on the head?" I think, like, I don't do this justice, but I don't know the way John Candy delivers these lines. I think I laugh hard every time. The two argue, going back and forth, pointing out each other's flaws until Neil takes it too far. And I've only ever known John Candy to be like a comedic actor, but when like Neil's like berating him and they cut to John Candy, his reaction while acting, even though he's not saying anything, I think is very well done on his part. Like you can see how hurt he is.
He can
by what he's
portray
saying.
crushed very well in this
Yeah,
movie.
yes, very, very well. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's something of the time, but this movie, the color in this movie is just like so dull all the time. It's just like grimy kind of. I wasn't expecting this movie to be as gross as it was in some parts. I was like, whoa, what? Socks in the sink.
Yeah.
Like
wipe his face with the underwear. Teddies, yeah.
Do you think it's because we're watching it on like our screens now are so bright and everything?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe, it could have just been that, they're filming and it's overcast too because it's snowy out and stuff like that.
I mean, the one thing I did like about though that you pointed that out, Jeff, is like in the hotel room, they like went out of their way to like make sure it had grime everywhere. Like the walls were gross. Like you could tell. Like you brought this up before. You don't. Things are super clean.
Right.
And
it's
a good
too
example.
gross though. Sometimes I'm like, wow.
Well, it's just like this is one of those
It's
movies.
a motel.
Yeah, it's just like, well, he's doing this road trip, right? Obviously, and he's dealing with the elements, but he's also dealing with John Candy along the way. So it's just like he's fighting along the way.
Steve Martin. Is there any other movie you think Steve Martin is good in? Like
Three Amigos.
Yeah,
Okay.
Three
I've never seen
Amigos.
I like both Father Bride movies. He kind of plays the same character.
Parenthood, he
Like
was
the-
good in.
like the straight guy who kind of like loses his mind at some point. But yeah, Three Amigos is great.
You ever see The Jerk? That's a good one.
I did not like that. I did
you
not
don't like
the
The Jerk?
movie. No. For years, I did not like that movie.
Oh, okay.
For years, I actually didn't like Steve Martin very much, but he's grown on me. Like, so yeah, the first time I saw this, even though I liked Dell, I thought he was funny and positive. I thought Neil was being a so I didn't really like care for Steve Martin's character in this movie. But I ultimately sided with Neil because of the oblivious and lack of like being able to read a room from Dell. Like that
Yeah.
like that drove me nuts. But like after the scene though, when like Dell sticks up for himself, he's like, yeah, sure, it's easy to beat me down, but if that makes you feel better, but like I like me, my wife likes me, and my customers like me. I'm like, oh, good for him, this dude. He's just a good positive dude. So after that, like I was more on the side of Dell.
I don't think I like Steve Martin in anything, so I don't know. That's just me.
Like, he doesn't make you laugh or anything?
No, I don't like his characters he plays. Man, I hate Father of the Bride. I think those movies are terrible. They're just garbage. I hate them. But
I liked Martin Short in those movies a lot.
Martin Short's great.
In those movies, yeah, I like them.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
So yeah, like like that scene, the scene of Father of the Bride where he's buying the hot dogs. He's like, the hot dog pack has 8, but the buns have like, I don't know, something like that. I was like, that's very true. That's very true.
It's very relatable.
Yeah, I saw Seinfeld. I get the joke. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And some doodles. Neil decided to say he kind of feels bad because he realized he overreacted. In the middle of the night, the two are unknowingly robbed. And the guy apparently did the robbing. Yeah, was a pizza guy. And that whole scene was supposed to be a whole scene too that they took out.
Oh, yeah, it was so random. It's just like, who's this weird robber? Like, what is going on here?
So the two wake up the next morning. They're spooning one another. John Kenny's character's like nibbling on his ear and like he's like, oh, my hand's between two pillows, and Steve Martin's like, those aren't pillows. I guess his hands to his butt cheeks.
The music cue.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, let's talk about the Bears and be men.
Yeah.
It's at breakfast. Dell says they can get to Chicago via train, says he knows someone named Gus. That's another person that owes him a favor because he sold shower curtain rings to them on the train. I guess there's shower curtain rings on trains.
I think it was also like curtain rings too, just regular curtain rings too.
Okay, all right.
I think it was any rings that held up.
Held a curtain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any rings, just rings.
So at this point they realize that they've both been robbed. Neil said he had $700 in his wallet and accuses Dell of stealing it, but Dell was like, no, man, I wouldn't do that. Check my wallet. I had $236 in there, but neither of them have the money. So like, oh, we got robbed the night before. But they still have their credit cards.
Yes, that was a little sketchy to me. That scene was way too convenient because they were like, well, what if he just put it in his pocket? Come on, Steve Martin, you douche. Check his pockets, rub him down.
Good God.
Give him a rub
So I think this is a sign of the times. So they have these credit cards, but only some of them are good in certain places. That's not a thing anymore, is it?
Not really.
Some people say like, do you ever hear like Discover cards? Like, it's accepted everywhere. We swear. It was like every commercial.
It's like the commercial. They're saying that now. Yeah. It's insane. Like how much a cell phone would have prevented like this whole story.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because like there's movies now who are doing that where like you had like people can't have cell phones in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it would just solve all the problems.
Horror movies.
Especially like horror movies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, like back then, especially when this movie takes place, like they make credit card slips are paper and they have to submit them as checks to like the bank. So it's like they don't even know if they have credit,
Right. Yeah.
Now it's like instant, but
they use the old knuckle busters.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. So Gus's son, Gus is the person that Dell has an in with on the railroad track. His son has to come pick him up. He's your stereotypical redneck movie character. He has chew in his mouth.
The way he spits it is awful too. He just like gets on him.
It's so gross. Yeah, he spits and then like wipes his hand with it and then shakes Steve Martin's hand. And they don't show Steve Martin's face only for like a split second when he's like comes in to shake his hand and then goes off screen, but you can tell he's like, that's disgusting. He tells them that they can't catch a human train in Wichita. It's only for pigs and livestock. But he squeals as he tells them this because he's, a redneck. So he's weird. Yeah, well, he's weird too, yeah.
He's super fucking weird.
And he's like, hey, my wife could get the bags for you. She had she maybe be short and thin, but she gave birth to her kid the baby came out sideways or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Whenever this guy does like that, clears his nose or his throat, he does that face like at the camera. He's like shakes.
Snort thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I don't know the actor's name, but he's in like tons of movies.
He's in a lot of movies.
So rather than they had to go another 30 miles away from where they are to catch this train, a human train. So they ride in the back of the pickup truck, and when they arrive where they're going, they do the whole like classic trope of like, we're cold. It's so cold out. They have like icicles on their face, like including the dog. I think it's always funny when they did. So Neil purchased 2 tickets for them.
So that gets Jordan every time.
It gets me every time.
Icicles on the face.
Yeah.
Frozen human skin, just hilarious.
It means it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, you love it.
I wouldn't know otherwise.
Burr, Siver,
So-
chill.
Neil purchases 2 tickets. He's like, I can't get seats net together, so they kind of say their goodbyes. Unfortunately, because the movie's only halfway over, the train breaks down. So, and I thought this was crazy. All the passengers get off and they just start walking.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm like, what?
It's like the Oregon
we gotta
Trail.
walk. Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere?
Sorry.
I mean, what else would you do, right? They can't just back another train up.
Wait it out? I don't know. Like the one guy on the train's like, yeah, if you walk 15 miles this way, you go to the bus station. Like, is that like a liability kind of thing for them?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, it's a movie.
I mean, it's not like a school bus or something. It's just
That's true.
you're off the property. If he says walked on the tracks, then maybe.
So they're able to get a bus. The bus takes them to St. Louis. On the bus, Dell tells Neil to check out a couple making out across the aisle. Neil gets caught watching. The guy says, why don't you take a picture or last longer?
It's so weird,
Good
that
one.
scene.
Yeah.
They're really
Was it-
making out.
He's like, hey, check that out. Watch it.
Was that the first time that was used, do you think?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there a Google for that?
Probably.
Sure.
Sure.
At a bus station in St. Louis, Dell sells some shower curtains to people, claiming they were dinosaurs' earrings, Walter Cronkite's moon ring, and there's something regarding a Grand Wizard of China or something like that. We discover that Neil is missing some Thanksgiving pageant his daughter is in. When they're at lunch or dinner, Neil laments missing the pageant, confesses he hasn't been spending enough time at home. And Dell's like, yeah, you can never get those memories back. But he also mentions he hasn't been home in years and kind of blows past that. So this is kind of like foreshadowing some stuff going on later.
Yeah, this is where I was like, is he carrying around his wife in this trunk he's lugging
That would have
around?
been a good twist.
Like, is this some kind of weird?
That's the 60-minute cut.
Yeah.
Neil decides they should split up and go their separate ways, believing they can get home faster alone. Dell takes offense to this and leaves. Neil rents a car at the airport, only be left stranded by the shuttle bus. So this is why it's rated R, because he drops off like a couple dozen F-bombs to the rental clerk. And this lady's in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She was like the secretary at the school.
She's always like in the same role in every movie she's in. Like she's never like a main character. She's always like a side character.
So he keeps cussing her out, and she just basically tells him to off. So he decides to try and take a taxi cab to Chicago from St. Louis. All right. So for St. Louis to Chicago, that's 4.5 to 5 hours. The cab station guy's like, are you joking? And Neil's response was, if I wanted a joke, I'd follow you to the John and watch you take a leak. So the guy punches him out. And again, Neil falls into the street, almost gets hit by a car. It turns out this car is driven by John Candy's character. And John Candy's character asked the guy who knocked him out to put him in the car. And he grabs Neil by the nuts.
The nut drag.
The nut dragging the whole thing where like Neil's talking to him. He's a little bit more high pitched for a minute there.
Yeah.
Classic.
So Dell was able to get a car. So they're traveling to Chicago via rental car. They start to argue again. Dell points out that Neil plays with his balls too much.
Yeah.
He said Larry Bird doesn't have as much ball handling one night as you do in an hour.
Such a random observation.
And then Neil says, you know what would make me happy? Dell responds, a couple of balls and an extra set of fingers. Man. At one point, Neil puts his wallet in the glove compartment before going to sleep when Dell's driving. So this is something that kind of important a little bit later.
That's a weird situation. That's like a very convenient thing.
Yeah, right.
Like, why would you do that?
Dell gets a little carried away while jamming out some music. I think it was like Ray Charles. And he misses the fact that
The mess around.
rather
yeah.
than throwing his cigarette out the window. It like goes back in the back seat.
This is my favorite part, I think, of the whole movie.
Yeah.
At one point, he's trying to take his coat off, and his sleeve gets stuck in the car's seat adjuster. While trying to get his coat off, he nearly wrecks the car. And upon driving again, we, the viewer, realize he's driving in oncoming traffic. As he continued to go the wrong direction, like into oncoming traffic, another car is driving like on the appropriate side of the road. He keeps repeatedly trying to yell at them and tell them they're going the wrong way.
And they're making like the drunken like
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil shrugs it off, and Dell's just like, "Oh, they must be drunk." He's like, doing the whole
the
like, hand to
glug
the mouth
glug
thing.
motion. Yeah.
Until the two of them see two oncoming semis coming towards them. They're like right side by side. So either like they have to go through them, get hit by them, or go around them. They decide to drive through. They scrape the car in between them.
It's the best.
And they do this shot of both of them screaming, but as a skeleton.
This is the best
cuts.
part.
Yeah.
I was like, what the is this?
Which I've never, like, I don't really know John Hughes to do that kind of humor before. That's kind of more like out of his wheelhouse, but I thought it was great. And then it was even better. Like, Neil looks over at Dell, who's dressed up like that stereotypical Halloween Satan costume.
Yeah,
He's just like maniacally laughing. There's like fire around him, which is again something I've never seen in like a John Hughes movie before. So I thought it was kind of cool.
They do that in Home Alone, don't they?
The devil?
No, well, they do it with the skeleton whenever, what's his name, grabs the electric things.
Oh, and the second one.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second one.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Just a little
It was
fun
so
fact.
out of left field. It was so out of left field here, though.
Well, I think I saw that as a little kid, just that scene, and it scared the crap out of me.
Aha!
And now,
That
of
makes
course,
sense,
I
yeah.
love it now. Yeah, exactly. You know?
I was hoping for more of that after I saw this.
Yeah.
I was like, is
Yeah,
this going to
sure.
get extra zany? What's going
Need
on?
some more Zanes.
Yeah.
More Zanes.
Need some more Billy Zane.
So the two needs more of the Phantom.
Yeah.
Billy Zane. So they survive, and I like that Neil's fingers are stuck to the dashboard. They just like pull them out.
Oh, yeah, wedged in.
And then the steering wheel's bent from Dell holding
Gripping
on.
the wheel.
Yeah, kind of like that Naked Gun airplane hot shots kind of humor, which I thought was funny. Like I was not expecting that, especially like the skeleton stuff. So yeah, Dell's like big luggage trunk got flung out of the car during the whole commotion. They got to retrieve it off the highway. They're sitting on it, kind of like, oh man, that was nuts, right? And then they realize the car's on fire.
Yeah.
So they kind of go hysterical. I think Neil punches Dell in the gut.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite lines. Good.
And we find out like the whole credit card switcheroo thing happened because Neil's wallet was in the glove box, was now burnt, and his basic credit card is unusable. But that credit card was
In John Canyon's.
Dell's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, you
So-
put it back.
He's like, why would I
that's
put
right.
it
He
there?
put it back. He put it back. That's right.
Didn't
Okay.
after he punched him in the stomach, he said, "That's how Houdini died," you know?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite lines.
That's how he died, you know.
Whenever that thing went flying over his trunk, I thought there was going to be something like, oh, he's just carrying weights in it, or like his dead wife or something. Like they should have. I thought there was going to do something with that. Like, we've been carrying this thing around. It's full of weights that you don't need or something dumb like that.
A big reveal or something, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just the rings the whole time.
Is that what it was?
I mean, I would assume so. He's selling. Where's he holding them all?
I thought it was like his entire life was in there. Like,
Probably. Yeah.
like I have no wife or whatever.
Assorted rings.
Jesus.
He sells those too. Yeah.
He's like, this is Houdini's ring.
You know,
Famously, he did use those in his act.
I will break these off.
As it grows, they will break.
As it grows, the danger does too.
So yeah, they don't have any cash. Credit cards are either destroyed or just they're not going to cut it. So Neil's able to get a room with like $7 or something like that in his watch. Dell can't afford a room and is stuck sleeping in the destroyed car. He reflects on how oblivious he's been with Neil. He's talking to his wife, who's obviously not there, but just like, yeah, I really messed this up.
It's an emotional scene of the film.
Yeah, he does a really good job there. Then Neil's like sees him outside. He's like, all right, come in, stay in this room. This is ridiculous. So he drinks some from the little airplane bottles and eats some snacks. They
Minibar.
have a moment. Yeah, they have a moment. They look back on their lives. Dell goes on how much he loves his wife, which is part of the twist that comes up later. I like this. Neil calls him unique, and Dell's response was, "What is unique? Is that Latin?" So the next day, while they're traveling in their burnt car, the two get pulled up for speeding. So the state trooper's like, "Hey, you can't drive this." They impound the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dell's like, "Hey, I got us a ride in the back of a frozen like a semi truck thing, like a refrigerated semi truck." So now it's Thanksgiving Day. The two finally arrive in Chicago. They say their goodbyes as they're about to board. I think it's the L, like the elevated train thing they have there. So they go separate ways. As Neil's on the train, he visits his wife and his kids and is happy. He's finally about to see them. He then looks back on his journey with Dell and the conversations he's had with Dell about Dell's wife, until he suddenly realized that something was off with Dell, and despite his positive demeanor. So he goes back to this train station.
Yeah, he kind of put it together there like,
Something's off about
he
like,
hasn't
his
been
life.
home in years, but I love my wife so much, and like he didn't put two and two together until later.
Right.
Yeah.
The connection.
So he's like, he goes back to the platform where they said their goodbyes. Unfortunately, Neil discovers he's too late. Dell kills himself by jumping off on the tracks. So that's the end of the movie.
I would
And
have
that's
loved that.
the
ending.
Was
original
that the
cut.
hidden ending or whatever you guys? The original?
Is that the 60-minute ending? They have a funeral
Yeah.
for him.
No, Neil finds Dell sitting alone at the station and asks Dell why he hasn't gone home. Dell said he hasn't been home because his wife had been dead for 8 years.
Yeah, he said he doesn't have a home.
Yeah, so he's like, Neil's like, dude, come on. You're coming home with me for Thanksgiving. It looks like they walked home because they're carrying the trunk down the street. I don't know.
Yeah.
So a happy Susan, like she's crying again. I think this alludes to the fact that she thought he'd been cheating on her the whole time. But she's just happy he's home. His kids are there. They're all greet him. It's kind of sweet. And they go to the shot of John Candy kind of like on his face. And it gets really weird because he pulls a gun from his waistband, wraps his lips around it, cocks the hammer, and pulls the trigger.
Jordan, what were you
would have been
taking
a
while
better
you were
ending.
watching this movie?
That's the end of the movie.
Jesus. What version did you see? Could you imagine if it ended that way?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
This would be 10 out of 10 movie if that
I think that's more of a like
What?
if that was today, it would ended like that.
I would just be so shocked that they decided to do it that I'd have to give him a round of applause.
It's like credits. That's
Yeah.
like straight out of
Yeah.
Compton.
You see all the kids with the blood like across their face, like
No, it has to cut at the gun blast. It has to go to
Yep.
black. Right to the credits.
Echoes.
No, but I did like it. It cuts. It ends on John Candy's face. He's smiling and like he's happy. He has a friend. You know, he's happy. He's able to like his friend's able to like be with his wife and like make amends, kind of thing.
do you think like episode 2 or the sequel to this where they're like it's like a year later and they're like, dude, you got to get out of my house, man. Get Jesus Christ. He's like sitting in his underwear like,
You wore out your
Yeah.
fucking welcome, pal.
all right, well, thanks, Jordan. Thanks for the recap of
Hey.
trains, planes, and automobiles.
We did it.
We did it. Let's go into our feedback of the movie. And Brian, you want to go first with this?
Sure.
Sure, I'd love to talk about this film.
I haven't watched this movie in a while, so it was kind of like cool to go back and see some of these scenes because I saw this growing up, but I didn't watch the movie until I was much older, so I couldn't appreciate a lot of the jokes until I became an adult. But it's playing on that it's like the road trip buddy comedy, except in this sense, it's like they just annoy the shit out of each other until the end where they eventually become buddies.
Yeah, it's that like stereotypical trope of like someone's a straight guy, someone's a goofy like guy, you know. But
and they put aside their differences to become friends. While at the same time they're traveling across America trying to make it home in any way they can, and they keep screwing up. And it reminds me a lot of like National Lampoon's Vacation, just in the sense of not like of annoying each other, but like dealing with all the shit you have to like along the way and all the problems that happen.
hiccups.
Was it
Yeah.
Hughes, the same guy that did that too, right?
Well, he
So-
wrote it, so he didn't direct it though.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's like it's in the same vein, but yeah. So yeah, I like the movie. It's just like it's a lot of it is just mostly you're just focusing on sitting with Steve Martin and like dealing with all the bullshit that he has to put up with in every turn of the way. And it's like, yes, they're trying to make John Candy a sentimental character, or more, they're trying to make him more relatable. It's like, yeah, he's a up, but he's a nice guy. So it's like, in the end, yes, they do become friends, and they put aside their differences, but man, John Candy's character in this movie is a kid.
I see, that's the thing. I don't think he is. Like,
I don't think he is intentionally.
And like a gross, yeah, but like I think Steve Martin's more of a kid.
Nah, he's like inconsiderate of other people.
Right. Like he thinks he's helping, but he doesn't actually take into consideration of other people's feelings.
It was Steve Martin just seems more selfish.
Steve Martin can be selfish, but Steve Martin, I guess, is like more so in trying to mind his own business.
Yeah, Steve Martin's not fucking washing his undies in the sink
True.
or socks. He's not eating in bed. He's not reading a book.
He's not smoking in the car and setting it on fire and spinning it. And Steve Martin may be a kid in this movie, or maybe mean, or kind of an
He was mean.
He was mean and stern.
I feel like some of it was justified, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Well, it's like the Perfect Strangers, or what, or the Odd Couple. Like it's that.
Cousin
you
Larry,
Belky, Bartholomew.
Well, I'm saying like that's the kind of thing that they got going. Yeah. It's not interesting if he's not doing that type of stuff.
Well,
There's no fight.
If they were just like two normal guys, there wouldn't be much of a movie. I understand that.
I guess it just seems more like, how you brought up Tommy Boy and how it was like an inspiration. It's definitely an inspiration from this movie and all that stuff. But I feel like Chris Farley and David Spade had the same dynamic, but John Candy's was way more amped up in this movie, like as far as like problems. Does that make any sense? Like Chris Farley, yes, he was a crazy character, but John Candy caused more actual damage in this movie. I don't know.
Like whenever they're at the hotel or the motel and they're leaving in the morning in the burned out car and they like back straight into it.
Yeah, right. Like he just keeps destroying things. So, yeah. It's but all in all, it is a good movie. It's the first. Well, a lot of it is just hard to watch if you haven't seen it and you haven't if you have problems with dealing with people who are annoying. Man's just trying to get home to his family.
Well, thank you, Brian. Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, so this is the first time I've seen this. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't what I ended up watching.
What? Wait, what? What? You weren't expecting? You didn't know what you were expecting, but it definitely wasn't what you watched?
I wasn't expecting kind of the story.
You
that
wasn't
was
expecting
told,
this kind of movie.
I was expecting it to be like as gross. I sure as hell was expecting it to be great rated R. I was like, whoa. Didn't expect just some of the like the way the comedy was. Having seen other Steve Martin and John Candy films, this one felt like a little weird to me. But yeah, I think I'm glad that I finally checked it off on the list though. It's definitely a story about two guys who are kind of not similar at all coming together over the commonality of, hey, we love our wives and stuff. And that was kind of nice, and kind of letting bygones be bygones in their journey. And, I think it's obvious now seeing it how many other films it's influenced. But it's weird having not seen this and seen those movies and then being like, oh, like you say Tommy Boy, like I really love Tommy Boy, and I think that movie's, I don't know, that's more in like my lane of comedy than I think this one is, even though I like John Candy and I like Steve Martin. It was interesting to watch though.
Thanks, Jeff. I'll go next, and Jordan can go last. I've seen this movie probably a bunch of times. I think I've seen it more on growing up, like probably in the mid 90s or whatever, like on TBS one morning or like one afternoon or morning, whatever, when they just in the summers. My grandparents had HBO. I've seen it a few times on there. I don't know what it is about the style of movie. Like, I guess just the Hughes movies, like that style of like late 80s, early 90s type movies, maybe it's just John Candy movies, but like Uncle Buck and Great Outdoors, I think now I'm realizing my grandparents were like really into John Candy movies.
Yeah,
And now
John
I've seen like
Candy
a lot of them. Yeah, like I've seen a lot of the John Candy movies now. Thinking about it, no, I think it's this style of movie. It has like, I guess if you wrote this movie today, it probably would. I don't know if it could be done like this. It would have to be written with, I don't know, more comedy,
updated
maybe?
themes.
Yeah, like more comedies. Obviously, the salesman type of themes. Yeah, everybody be on Skype instead of having to like fly across, that type of thing.
Not anymore. R.I.P. Skype.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be on what's the other one called?
Teams.
Tinder.
Tinder. Yeah.
Tinder.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's definitely like that. Like, I don't know what it is about the look of it. Like Jeff had mentioned, the colors, the style.
Drab. Kind of drab looking.
It was
Yeah.
very drab,
Sad.
yeah.
But I do really like these style movies. John Candy, I guess, I'm not a fan of Steve Martin. So, but in general, it was great to see it again because I haven't seen it in years. It was a great little walk down memory lane, I guess.
Yep, that's the saying. You got it.
Thanks.
Is that what human beings
Jordan,
say?
What do you say about this movie?
I love this movie. It's one of my favorite road trip movies, and like I said, I love Tommy Boy. I do think it took a lot of influence from this movie. It's got that great like John Hughes staples of like heart and like humor. I think that's very clear. So like you could tell when you watch a John Hughes movie, like you could tell like, I don't know, his imprint or thumbprints on that movie. When I like all those movies he's done. So this, of course, I like this one too. In all these road trip and buddy comedies, there's always like a lot of times there's these two characters playing off of each other. One's a straight person, one's the goofball. I think Steve Martin, John Candy were perfectly cast for those roles, and I think they did a good job of acting off of one another. Casting those two guys that played these roles, I think, was perfect. And I think John Candy was given a good chance to deliver on showing a bit of his acting range. Like I said, that one scene where Neil's berating his character and Dell's not even talking, but you see on his face how crushing it was for him to hear Neil tell him that, but like his positivity kind of shine through that. So I don't know. I just thought that was really good. Plus, it's a holiday movie somewhat focused on Thanksgiving, so it really helps with the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moves it along.
It's funny you say that because when you think Thanksgiving movies, nothing really comes to mind for me, but everyone seemed to say this one that I talked to.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that other came to mind was actually like that horror movie, the Thanksgiving one.
Wow.
The Pilgrim, whatever. But like, yeah.
And Poultrygeist, that's another
Yeah.
one. That's
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But,
it's not. I mean, this movie's not necessarily centered around Thanksgiving, but I think the idea of Thanksgiving nowadays is supposed to be spent time with like, friends and loved ones, and I think it's kind of neat that they like these guys became friends out of like this crazy obstacle, which kind of I think in general is supposed to reflect the American Thanksgiving, but
What if the idea wasn't to spend time with friends and loved ones? Who would you spend it with?
Myself,
Just by
checking
yourself.
my
It's
enemies.
November. Just keep
make
checking
yourself
yourself.
a dinner for your one that day.
Yes.
Yeah, Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody check themselves at the table and remind all your family. That's the first
Every
thing.
bite you take,
Bless
check
this
yourself.
food and bless these nuts.
Yeah. That's what the Pilgrims did back
Yeah.
in the day.
Bless these chestnuts.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so we're gonna go into. Actually, I have a question. And someone may be able to answer this. I don't know. Maybe Brian would be the best one to answer this. Well, any of you, because you know way more than movies than I do. What's another like comedy movie like this, road trip movie before this? Is there like, what is this movie copying off of? Maybe or like took inspiration from?
I was going to say, did Vacation come out before this?
Christmas Vacation or just Vacation?
Yeah. National
Yeah, I think that was
Vacation.
early '80s. But that was like family, like
Yeah, but it's a road trip. Yeah.
Or for me, it's the earliest one I remember of watching, or it's a comedy buddy road trip thing.
Yeah.
Like two people together. I was like, I know for a fact this couldn't be the first one. So I Googled it, and like they've been doing these movies since like the 30s, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, Laurel and Hardy just came up.
Oh, makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. There's another one in that era. It's another R-rated one. It's a Midnight Run. That's
Yeah.
De Niro
Yeah,
and
yep.
Charles Grodin.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
So really quick, in the 60 minutes that were cut, I just want to throw something up. So obviously there's a whole major subplot involving Neil's wife, Susan, believing he's actually having an affair. So I think that that's pretty significant. It's a major subplot.
And that's why he does blow his brain out.
But before they get robbed, the guy that robs is supposed to be the pizza delivery guy. So Del orders a really gross looking pizza. This is on, I don't know what name of this website. It just says LMW. Neil complains because he's supposed to get a salad, but Del tells him the pizza has veggies on it.
I don't know why that's funny. I don't, like, that's not that funny.
The thief is actually a pizza boy who decided to steal from them because Del only gave him 100 pennies as a tip.
God.
Jesus, yeah, that
would have made that way better and understandable.
Yeah.
Neil and Del stop at a local strip club to use their telephone after the car catches fire. Let's see, the park ranger that Michael McKean actually arrests them. He tells them they're 100 miles past Chicago.
They went far.
I thought it would have been great. Yeah, so yeah, I think mostly just small stuff, but like again, that's it.
Okay. Well, how about we go around and get the ratings for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Brian, what do you give this movie?
I give this a thumbs up. It's not my favorite road trip movie, but it's still a solid road trip movie. It's just a very depressing one up until like near the very end where they kind of come around. But yeah, no, I always like this movie, so I give it a thumbs up.
All right. Thumbs up from Brian. Jeff.
This is a tough one for me because this is the first time I've ever seen it. Actually, my partner and I both watched it. She had never seen it either. She actually thought she did and then was like, wait a minute, I have not seen this. And a lot of the comedy was just like so annoying. like him being annoying. John Candy's character is just annoying this shit. There's some very endearing and redeeming things about this movie that I've liked. I think even just Jordan talking about it, I missed some stuff. I think maybe it deserves a watch or two to really hear all the little jokes and quips. But overall, I didn't really like it, and I feel bad saying that because I know it's a classic. I like John Candy. I like Steve Martin, and I thought for sure I was going to like this. I don't know if I hyped it up too much or if it was too hyped up. I don't know if it's just because I'm seeing it now in 2025. I don't hate it, but it's just not a movie that I really enjoyed.
Do you think that is because you saw it now and not whenever you...
I think that's probably it. Yeah, of course. And because I really like Tommy Boy, and it's very obvious Tommy Boy is doing a lot of things that this movie does.
Do you thought if you showed your like nephews Tommy Boy, they would think it was funny?
Exactly. I don't know. It's hard. I'll have to... I don't think they would. They don't watch anything. That's different, my nephews.
Yeah.
But like, you know, yeah, maybe like 10, 20 years from now, it might be weird. But I don't think, you know, I think I'd like to give it another shot or two. I think there's some things I just missed having it be the first time I watched it. Now I know what to expect. I think my expectations were much different than like I said, much different than the movie I got. So yeah, I don't know. I think there was a reason I never watched it in the first place, just because I felt like the premise was a little meh. But yeah, for whatever reason, it wasn't for me. And unfortunately, I feel this is the only one I've ever felt bad about giving a thumbs down, but I'm going to thumb it down.
I'll go next, but like I think I don't really think about it. Like if I saw it today, I probably wouldn't like it. I don't know. Maybe it's the what's that called? Like
nostalgia, member berries.
Yeah, like it's that. Like maybe it's not really that good, but maybe it was. Is nostalgia type of thing. So, I mean, I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but again, it's just nostalgia. So I don't know. It's interesting to hear Jeff say that because I guess if I would be in his place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to catch some flack for the thumb down, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it and
it's
give
okay.
you my real answer.
Come over to the dark side, Jeff.
Yeah.
Dark side of thumbing down.
I'm going to give it a thumbs down. I don't like this movie.
This is a random thing while I was looking stuff up for this. Charlize Theron, this is one of her top 5 movies of all time.
Wow.
So people really love this movie.
Who?
Charlize Theron.
Oh.
Chris
Okay.
doesn't watch
Furiosa.
movies.
Come
I never saw
on. Aeon Flux. She's in a million things.
I
Devil's
never
Advocate.
saw that either. Oh, I definitely never saw that.
Oh my God.
Great movie.
Atomic Blonde.
That thing you do.
I don't know what that is.
She's in it.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Like I said, I think the comedy's good, but like seeing it again, maybe definitely tip the scale a little, telling me that it was nostalgia. But it's still John Candy's just great. I don't like Steve Martin, so that's another knock against it. But I will give it a thumbs up and say that you should definitely watch this if you haven't seen it. And Jordan, what do you got? What do you get?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious based on what I said. Thumbs up. I love this movie. I love John Candy in it. I think the casting was perfect. Yeah, thumbs up.
Jordan, I have a question for you. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but Jordan hails from Chicago. Does that have any sway on like you watching this at all? Because a lot of it takes place like.
No.
Okay.
The answer is no.
So,
all right
yeah.
then. Okay.
It's just a good movie, Jeff.
All right. Okay.
Take that, pal.
This is a teeterer for sure. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, but
It's understandable. I mean, it definitely has its flaws for sure.
if I could do a middle thumb, I would, but we don't do that here. So
Middle thumb.
Little thumb me.
yeah. If I could be Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator,
Yeah, doing
before
like
he did
the
anything,
shaky thumb.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would be where I was.
I was picturing like a middle finger instead of your with a thumb for your middle finger.
I like that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll send Steve Martin a picture of your middle thumb in the mail.
And say, stick this up your Steve Martin.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 thumbs up for 3 pals for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Will not be getting a fist. John Candy is not going to be getting one of those in the mail. Unfortunately.
He's not getting anything.
Well, we drop it off.
you
at
could
his,
leave it
I would
somewhere.
send it to his family. Yeah, put it in his grave.
God!
Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Send it to his
horrible.
family. I don't know.
We'll just send something nice.
Yeah, saying we liked your movie, but we're not because of you. So
Yep. So
Yeah.
good. I
You
saved,
saved
them
him.
the trouble of you.
Yeah. All right.
Sending them weird stuff. They're like, what the f is this?
So next week we're watching a movie that Jeff's choosing. Jeff, what are we watching next week?
We are watching a Thanksgiving classic next week.
Classic.
Renowned Thanksgiving movie. So really quick, I'm going to preface this by we didn't know what the hell to pick for Thanksgiving. I looked up a list of Thanksgiving movies. This was on it. I said it aloud and everyone laughed. So I picked it based on that. We are watching Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Paul
The
Blart.
first one.
Paul
Paul
Blart, Mall
Blart.
Cop.
Starring, what's his face?
Kevin James.
Kevin James. Actually, fan of King of Queens. So, I was expecting I might like it.
Yep.
We'll see.
Has anybody seen this before?
I
Willem
No.
saw it
Dafoe's
on
in it?
TBS once.
Is Willem Dafoe in it?
No, sorry, it's Christopher Walken.
I don't
He is?
think so.
No,
he's
neither minute. Sorry, I just listened to the Great Wall.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, the one we did. We'll throw it back, but no one got it. Okay, cool. Let's
Jordan,
move
have
on.
you seen this before?
I've seen the second one though.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Pulling
And it-
a Chris there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen this, so I'm excited. Maybe I don't know. I like Kevin James and King of Queens, but that's about it.
Yeah. So gather your family and friends, watch some Blart.
Get blarted.
Blart it up together over this
Blart.
holiday season. Blarting around.
Eat some stuffing and watch some Blart.
Yeah.
Stuff your pals and blart your
Blart on the
pals.
couch.
Gals.
Blart on the couch.
Check
Blart your
yourself too
gals.
while you're watching this. So too, give your little hand around down there.
Stuff your pals. Blart your gals.
No
Yeah.
blarting around, all right?
All right. Thank you everybody for being here. Hey Jeff, thanks for being here today.
Hey, you're welcome.
Brian, thank you for being here.
Hey, it's no friggin' problem.
And Jordan, thank you for being here and driving the ship this week.
What a
Please
captain.
leave a comment on the podcast platform of your choice. It really helps us out. Please connect with us on social media. All those links will be found in the show notes below. If you have any questions, send us an email at watchpals.show@gmail.com. If you have a suggestion for a movie, you can also do the same. You can find all those links below. And you can also head over to our website at watchpals.show. Again, that's watchpals.show.
You can also go on our Discord, which has had an influx of people lately, and do all that stuff there too.
Talk about
Hey.
stuff.
Join the Discord.
Yeah, it's free. And you can say,
Yeah.
hey, you're a head.
Yeah.
That's free to do.
You can tell us that.
Yeah, send it to your family. Tell them to jump in. Send it to your people you hate. Tell them to jump in too. They can call us names. It's great.
Jump around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But till next week, I want to thank everybody out there in Watchland. Please set your watches for the next episode of the Watch Pals. Good night.
Blart.
Blarting.
Hey, Blarty.